Well, man, I've been kind of lurking and peeping around in your Telegram community for, gosh, I don't know, maybe 2 months. Just kind of reading and watching, waiting, and just not really jumping in yet, but just watching and waiting.
Gotcha. So for 2 months, you're just kind of lurking around like, hey, coach, put me in the game. What's going on?
Yeah, right. Man, I was watching your YouTube videos,
Uh-huh.
just reading every testimonial, every post that was in the group, just kind of consuming the information, but not really acting on it, you know?
I'm a little curious though, like the pattern of hesitation. Is that like just something like is that just kind of who you are? Are you just kind of a cautious individual, or is that going on in other areas of your life, or is it just with this?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of a thing with me. I tend to overthink a lot of things, job opportunities, investments, even like really small decisions. By the time I'm done analyzing everything, the opportunity kind of slips away, man.
So now you're up just over 50% in 2 months with returns. And so how do you feel about this whole experience, like beyond just the financial gains, but like for your personal confidence and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, man, I feel great. Like I finally proved to myself that I could do it and I stopped overthinking and I just acted on something that made sense and it's really working out for me.
This call today. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, man, it's no problem. I was really surprised when Anthony told me that the CEO wants to meet with me and chat with me.
Well, I just like to I like to check in with some clients here and there personally. We're still a fairly small company, and we're growing, and I think that personal touch kind of just helps. It also helps if I hear it directly from your mouth instead of reading online on Reddit or something like that, some feedback.
Right.
So some brass tacks. It says here on my notes that you are up 53% in just a couple months. That's fantastic. How's it feel, my man?
Man, it feels great, but also kind of frustrating at the same time.
Frustrating? Why is that? What's going on? I didn't expect to hear that. What's frustrating?
Man, it's frustrating because I should have started way early on this, way earlier. Yeah, I've wasted a lot of time, just sitting here on the sidelines.
Gotcha. So now you're in the game, huh? So
Right.
so how long were you on the sidelines for? Just and like thinking about it. What were you doing?
Well, man, I've been kind of lurking and peeping around in your Telegram community for, gosh, I don't know, maybe 2 months.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of reading and watching, waiting, and just not really jumping in yet, but just watching and waiting.
Gotcha. So for 2 months you're just kind of lurking around like, hey coach, put me in the game. What's going on? And
Right.
so what were you doing that whole time? You just kind of like were you jealous of their trades? What's going on?
Yeah, right, man. I was watching your YouTube videos,
Uh-huh.
just reading every testimonial, every post that was in the group, just kind of consuming the information, but not really acting on it, you know?
Gotcha. So you're convinced it's legit, but you didn't pull the trigger, and you're just kind of sitting there waiting for the right time. So you did some research. Research is good, so that's great. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was totally convinced.
Uh-huh.
Everything made sense to me. I just couldn't make the step forward.
Gotcha. So but then you finally took that final step, right, and registered with a broker, right? Like so. I think Anthony mentioned there was something a bit of a gap after that too. What's going on there?
Yeah. Well, about that, I just kind of registered. I got everything set up, and then I just disappeared for 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't respond to Anthony's messages or anything.
Gotcha. Well, at least Anthony, Anthony was there for you, but you weren't there for Anthony. That's okay though. It can be a one-way street. He just went radio silent on him. But so what was going on? Were you having some personal things, or what was going on, man?
Yeah, I was just stuck, I guess, honestly. The
Uh
account
huh.
was ready to go. I had funds available. I just couldn't push forward and bring myself to start. It's embarrassing, honestly.
It's okay, man. No need to be embarrassed. I'm a little curious though, like the pattern of hesitation. Is that like just something like is that just kind of who you are? Are you just kind of a cautious individual, or is that going on in other areas of your life, or is it just with this?
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of a thing with me. I tend to overthink a lot of things, uh,
Gotcha.
job opportunities, investments, even like really small decisions. By the time I'm done analyzing everything, the opportunity kind of slips away, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. You don't want to be too late on those things. Can you give me an example of something that slipped through your fingers?
An example, sure, yeah. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, a friend of mine invited me to invest in his startup. I liked the idea. I did a lot of research on it, and I just kept finding reasons why to wait. You know, the old "let me think about it another week" or "let me see another quarter of data." And then by the time I decided I was ready, they closed the funding round.
Man, that sucks. Ouch. I'm sorry about that. How'd the startup do? Let me guess.
Uh, they they got acquired last year for like a ridiculous amount. So everyone who invested early, they made bank. And I was just sitting there watching it happen, knowing that I could have been a part of it.
Damn, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, that must have stung. How many opportunities like that would you say you've missed out on for due to your hesitation?
Oh God, too many. I remember there was a house I wanted to buy in 2019, perfect location. It was at a great price, and I took about 2 months to think it over, like I always do. And
Mm-hmm.
one snatched it right from under me. And that property's worth 40% more now. And I could tell you about this all day.
Gotcha. So this is a common pattern for you, huh? Your hesitation is costing you. Opportunity cost, man. What do you think? What do you think drives it? What do you think's at the root of your hesitation?
I think, man, I don't know. I think I'm just terrified to make the wrong choice or the wrong decision. So I end up just not choosing at all. And then I watch these opportunities pass me by while I'm still in the deciding phase.
Gotcha. There's a name for that. It's called decision paralysis.
Um,
That's an actual thing, and then of course you're going to beat yourself for missing out, right?
yeah, every freaking time I lay in the bed and I'm thinking, if I would just acted when I first knew that I wanted to do it, if I would just acted on that.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, decisiveness. It's a thing. So what was different this time with EA Automatic? What made you finally, fund the account and jump in? What made you go for that?
Well, I was reading the Telegram group and then I calculated if I had started when I first found you guys, I would have made an extra 4 to 5 grand by now. And that hit me hard. So I decided to pull the trigger because those lost opportunities, they all made me bitter. So I just decided to pull the trigger this time.
Gotcha. So the cost, the opportunity cost, all of a sudden became a little too real for you, huh?
Right, exactly. I realized that I was doing it all over again. The same pattern, research forever on something, and then find no reason to say yes, but still can't come up with a good reason and pull the trigger.
Gotcha. So what finally clicked for you? Was there a certain moment or like, the realization or affirmation? What happened? Tell me more.
Yeah, man, I just had a moment and I was thinking to myself, I'm 33 years old, and how many more of these are opportunities are going to slip away from me before I learn how to just freaking make a decision.
Gotcha. So is that when you reached out to Anthony?
Yeah, and I felt like a dummy, such an idiot. 3 weeks of ignoring him and ghosting him, and I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm ready now."
Gotcha. Well, how did he react? Was Anthony cool or was he salty about not being reached out back to, or what happened?
Yeah, he was super chill about it.
Okay.
It was just kind of like, "Great, let's get you started," and he made me feel less dumb about the whole thing for sure.
Gotcha. That's good. Yeah, Anthony's a good dude, man. He's great. So, um, and so after those first few days when you started, how'd it feel? How were things going?
Oh man, freeing, honestly. Like I'd finally broken down the pattern that I've been stuck with, forever about overanalyzing. And letting the opportunities just slip away from me.
There is so much information on the internet, my guy. That pattern of like eternal research can happen, and you're just stuck in that no action circle. I'll just keep reading more and more and more, but it never ends.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was stuck in.
Yeah.
And when I saw those first profits come in, I wasn't even thinking about the money at first. I was just thinking, "Holy crap. I actually freaking did this." And I made a decision and followed through with it finally.
Great, great, man. That's huge. Fantastic. Good on you. Congratulations. So now you're up just over 50% in 2 months with returns. And so how do you feel about this whole experience, like beyond just the financial gains, but like for your personal confidence and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, man, I feel great. Like I finally proved to myself that I could do it and I stopped overthinking and I just acted on something that made sense and it's really working out for me.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Has that confidence like carried over to your job or personal life or any other decisions in your life?
Yeah, yeah, it sounds crazy, but yes, seeing what happens when I actually commit to something instead of just researching and trying to figure it out for myself, it's been really eye opening.
Fantastic, man. That's incredible. And I'm really glad to hear it. And that's why we have these calls. So someone if you knew someone who's been lurking around the internet, lurking on our Telegram page for months, watching videos and reading all of them, but not really deciding, what would you tell these people?
Great question. I'd tell them that research has a point of diminishing returns. After a certain point, you're not really being careful anymore. You're just procrastinating. You're just waiting around. And every day you wait is a day of your growth. You're leaving potential growth on the table.
Yep, that's factual. And how'd you say that? I liked it. It was a research has a point of diminishing returns. That's kind of slick. That's in fact, yeah, that's golden, man. I like it. Well, this has been great. I really appreciate you taking the time. Congrats on being up over 50% in just a couple months. Keep it up. Congrats on breaking out of your pattern. That's kind of the real win here, if you ask me. It's just the psychological change. So, but that's yeah, all great stuff, man. Thanks for sharing with us.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I appreciate the call, David, and I'm sorry again for ghosting Anthony. We seem to be good now.
It's okay, man. He's used to it. People have lives. People are busy. We understand. All we can do is our best, and take care of those we love. So
Right.
that's what we're all trying to do. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.